Mark, Mark Ellis, a new loan signing, plenty of experience. What else was it about him that made you think, yeah, I want him?
Well, mainly the experience, and leadership. Give us a bit of leadership at the back. Like you say, he's got that experience of getting promoted from this level, getting promoted from the one above. So just what we needed.
I suppose, in some ways, a replacement for Charlie Clough in this squad. Bit of a surprise that he went, especially considering he signed a new contract earlier in the season, or was that just good business?
Well, I think when a league club comes knocking and it's a good offer and the player makes it clear that he wants to go, then there has to be some kind of middle ground where you let that player go, because if they're that set on going, then you don't want an unhappy player on your hands. So it's a good opportunity for Charlie. He's moved up into the league. Hopefully he does really well. But we had to move on, and we've replaced him obviously with someone with a bit more experience, as somebody that's played league football.
And I suppose as a manager, that's part of the art, isn't it? That you've got to have plans B and C in place just in case anything happens.
Of course, and I understand people will be probably not happy with Charlie Clough going, but like I say, if the player wants to go, then we have to make that happen.
Do you expect any more business between now and the window closing?
Obviously, we haven't got a window, have we? At our level, obviously, the league, we can take players out of the league or at any time, but there may be one more addition to finalise the squad and give us that push to the end of the season.
And having got Mark Ellis on board, is he in contention for Saturday, or was that too soon to throw him in the mix?
No, he's trained this morning, so he'll be playing. He'll definitely play on Saturday.
And I suppose 28, having played the level before, then that's not a problem for him, is it?
No, he's looked good in training this morning. He's a competitor for certain. And, he's just exactly what we were looking for.
And coming from Carlisle, he'll be used to the weather in the northwest. How do you, I suppose, first off, make sure that the journey doesn't beat you?
We've got no real issues. I don't think it's really cold today. It's been freezing, coldest day we've had this year. Mark's a Devon boy by trade, but finds himself in Carlisle, a long way from home. So he'll be used to that. We'll travel up there Friday lunchtime, train first, travel up there Friday, and make sure we get there in good time.
And they did you a massive favour midweek, beating Lincoln. But I suppose the flip side of that is they're going to be super confident as well.
I think they did themselves a favour. They've had a little tricky spell and lost 3 on the trot, and they've done themselves a favour by pushing themselves back into the playoff picture. And everybody probably carried away with a Lincoln bandwagon, and they could never get beat, and they lose a game, and all of a sudden, it might be their time to have a wobble. Who knows? And we've just got to make sure we're ready to pounce, and we are.
Yeah, it proves what you said last week. Plenty more twists and turns to come, doesn't it?
I fully believe that there'll be loads of twists and turns. I know that we have 17 games left, and we have a lot of points to play for. And if we get the right amount of points, we'll get promoted.
I'm sure you wouldn't tell me, but have you got targets that you've set the players, or are you just still keeping that all to yourself at the moment?
No, I've set the players a number of wins that I think we need to win the league. So, and it's still achievable.
And in terms of experience, just how much does that help across the squad that you've got people who've been in this sort of situation before? Yeah,
I think it helps. It's not everything, because it's no good having loads of experience but you can't run and you can't do what we want them to do. They've still got to be able to do the job, whether they're experienced or not. But if they're still capable and they can do the job, then it's great.
Injuries? How's the squad?
Okay, a couple of little bumps and bruises from last night's game, but on the whole we're okay.
And are any of those players from the County Cup game in contention for the weekend?
Of course. I mean, we had a decent team out last night, and you're looking at them players to give me a problem for Saturday with their performances. So, a lot of them players will be expecting to be in and around the squad for Saturday.